Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Vosteed. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel so you don't miss future uploads, giveaways, things like that. Thanks so much to Vosteed for sending this in. Whatever it is, I'll make sure it's linked down in the description so that you guys can check it out. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Let's go ahead and open this up here and see. I always get excited when it's a Vosteed because most of the stuff they send nowadays is either a compression lock or it's the V-anchor or Vanker lock, both excellent. And then like everything else they do is like clearly like just like cool knife guy stuff. Like the people there are a lot of companies who I'm not convinced that knife people actually run the companies or even designing the knives, right? Which is, you'd think that would be a priority. Vosteed is clearly run by knife people and their designers are clearly knife people. Very, very important. What is the name of this? Well, it's probably not the P1802. Ooh, did you send me the bronze guy? What are you called? Well, it'll be in the description for sure. What are you called, little bronze guy? Oh, cool. Look at that little strip of material down the center there. That's cool. Do we have... Oh, yeah, of course we do. Well, of course we do. This is a... So, I mean, it's definitely a profile I've seen before. But there's a couple of things that make me enjoy this. Vosteed is proof that you can take a design and an aesthetic that we have seen, in some cases, countless times before, and in other cases, just a few times before. But you can take something that we've seen before and still make it interesting by changing a few elements. Okay, number one, I love this. I don't know if this is like going to be a trend now. It's not like the first time we've ever seen a coating on a blade that was flat dark earth, right? But I love this. I think that this is such a cool aesthetic. You guys, many of you have seen my custom Spyderco Shaman that is black titanium and then an FDE coated blade. I specifically had it made that way. I love that look. I think it's really cool. This is one of the options, but I think this is so good. And we have S35VN, so this is in fact titanium, probably PVD, I would guess. I mean, I used to say that DLC could only be black, and maybe that is the case. I don't know what Balinette Miura is. It's apparently in the DLC family, but it is proof that coatings, at least coatings as hard as DLC, can be in different colors. So I'm keeping my mind open to the idea of it maybe being as durable as DLC and not necessarily black. I don't know. This is just I'm realizing there's a lot more about the world of coatings that I don't know, right? I mean, I knew there was already a lot, but I'm a little more hesitant to say exactly what I think that it is. So we'll get verification from Vosteed. If you guys want to pop down in the comments and tell me what it is, that'd be great. Little inlay here. It looks like it doesn't really look like carbon fiber. I'm not sure what that is. If it's like a G-Mascus or something like that, and it's just really, really smooth. It's almost kind of grainy. It might, I don't know, maybe it is carbon fiber. You can kind of see little voids and things, which is fine. Sometimes we see voids with carbon fiber. It could also not be carbon fiber at all. First impressions. This is not a review. That's why I don't know. Didn't even know that this was coming in, like this exact model, right? Or this exact variation of this. They did talk with me about which color I wanted, and I said that blade, but I didn't know that there was going to be some sort of inlay here, right? But that's the beauty of an unboxing. You just kind of give your first impressions based on what you're experiencing right then and there in the moment. Backspacer looks like it's also titanium, and then we have a nice pocket clip and ambi mounting positions for the pocket clip. But most importantly, the thing that makes this enjoyable beyond just the fact that it is kind of a cool looking pocket knife is the fact that it is a button-operated compression lock. Yeah, right there. That little slot right there. We got a little nesting zone. So this does not engage, and I know pretty much everybody knows this now, but just in case, it does not engage the way that, here we'll just use my frame lock. Like a typical liner lock does the same thing as a frame lock. It engages underneath the tang. This engages behind, right there. Why don't I do that for Excalibur? We are. In fact, that's the next version of Excalibur that is going to be available as a compression lock version. But this is a far more reliable system than a liner lock, and it is way, 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 way more reliable than a typical button lock, which I can show you. I mean, I know everybody's seen it, but just because there's constantly new people. We use the. I actually really like the this Kaiser integral here, but a plunge lock engages. It's like a cylinder that slips into a slot right there. Right. You would think that it would be stronger than it is typically. Not super reliable because of the, I guess, the geometric way that the cylinder engages with the lock face on the blade. I don't know. Compression locks, proven by Spyderco over multiple decades, are way more reliable, especially when you're cutting and unintentional force is applied to the spine, right? In fact, we can go ahead and do, everybody always panics. Oh, yeah. We're good. We're good. Let's measure it here real quick. Overall length of this knife coming in at about maybe just a hair. It's like 7 1/16. Blade length is 3 1/8. Cutting edge is 2 3/4. Pretty hefty forward choil for a knife of this size, which does allow you to get a full grip on it. Plunge grind, we'll take a look at that right there. That's nice. Very consistent, almost, you know, it's almost like beyond flat dark earth. It's almost coppery without being the same thing as like this. Here we go. So this is like a coppery coating, and it's probably titanium nitride or something similar. So this is less flat dark earthy than like my Spyderco, which I'm actually just going to go ahead and get out and use it as an example because it's all within the same color spectrum. But it's not quite that same thing. Here we go. This is the River's Edge Cutlery exclusive Spyderco. It's the blade is. The scales are titanium. But this was the one that was made for River's Edge Cutlery. And I thought, oh, how cool would that look with, you know, like a black handle. But you can see here that this is it's a more rich tone. And it's not, obviously it's not reflective, and it's not quite, it doesn't have the pink in that copper has. It's kind of that nice sweet spot right in between. I'll let you guys take a nice close-up look here. I actually like that the most, I think. I think that's the best looking. I wish I could get a Spyderco blade in this exact setup. But yeah, it looks blocky. It's actually pretty comfortable. Jimping extends out to a pretty meaningful zone there, and your action is very good. The other benefit, of course, of a button-operated compression lock or any compression lock is that it typically, like every one that I'm aware of, has a detent ball, which means your brake, like your deployment brake, is very crisp, right? Really nice. More satisfying than button locks and crossbar locks, things like that. This is pretty cool. I will review this knife down the road a little bit, but that's going to be pretty much it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Where's my card? Card? There it is. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.